Fala galera, beleza? Como vocês estão? Tudo uma boa? Bora aqui dar continuidade à nossa série de Call of Juarez, beleza? Esse aqui é o nosso segundo vídeo. Então bora aqui continuar o nosso modo história.
Bastard you were after now, riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for Old Man Clown.
Where's he going?
Opa, já tem gente aqui.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! Carajo, ese es hombre!
Detrás de ti, imbecil. Deixa eu carregar tudo. Vai. Morreu? Toma.
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Chama o neguinho. Eita,
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to it.
Queria rifle agora.
Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Histórias de pescador e histórias de cowboy. As duas 50 km por hora, atualmente mais. Podia falar que tava com rifle, né? Carrega.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a
Tá cheio de nego aqui atrás de mim.
and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to
Desvia.
I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Não, eita, eu tô cercado. Ih, ferrou. E desvia de novo.
I'm done with you!
Deus. Ah, mano. Essa pistolinha de longe também. Já foi.
Where's he going?
Agachado. Que só ele me acerta.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Tá. Pra cá, né? Nossa, praga. Caraca, eu pulei. Ai, que merda. Eu fui pro lado da bala. Sempre me pega primeiro, né? Ah, acertei a cabeça, finalmente. Ai, caramba. Tô mirando errado, tem cara atrás de mim. Tem que tá todo mundo em todo lugar. Carrega rápido, meu filho. Aí. Acabou por trás, né? Morre, diabo, aí.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Oxe, desde quando isso aqui tava aqui?
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. That Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Tem rifle aí? Ah, tô com rifle.
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Caramba, oi, caramba. One in the hole.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins. I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton!
Ai, caramba.
Coming for you!"
Dá tempo de pelo menos respirar.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Eu nem vi pra onde é agora, acho que é ali, né? Vai, hombre. Pra lá agora.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Oh, porcaria.
Why are you so afraid to face me, huh? You murdering bastard! I don't know how to live this long.
Morre, fi.
Try me instead, you coward!
Opa. Ah. Espero que não volte lá embaixo. Ah, voltei. Não. Eu morro aqui.
Would you just die?
Duas balas.
Damn contraption, damn! Give him a certain death! Wait! Get away with that! You are stupid zombie!
Acho que não acertou ele.
Live this long!
Corre, 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 corre.
Hey, let's see what you're made of, boy!
Preciso ali, mas acho que eu não vou conseguir ali. Ai, Fernando, que não acertou um tiro.
Would you just die? Reloading, kid. You won't
Ah, o bagulho caiu lá embaixo.
I don't know how you lived this long.
Agora mata, hein? Ah, mano, não acertou esse velho.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Missão concluída. Pra aumentar já? Não, né? Não vi nada. Vou aumentar isso aqui, ó. Vou pegar rápido.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Somebody's coming.
Ele tava de costa.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming.
Get ready, boys.
Fugiu.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Acabou as balas. Pera aí. De quem? Caraca, não tá acertando ele. Boa. Já falo porque essa chuva tá tão de lado assim, ó. Tá no morro, né? Mesmo assim, essa chuva tá muito de vertical. Quer dizer, ela não tá muito na vertical, né? Eu me perdi. Me achei.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
God damn you!
to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
He missed. They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Não quero espingarda.
I'm out of now.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken it.
Caramba, pera.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot
Os
him.
dois com tiro?
That was common knowledge.
Enfim.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Vamos ver com uma machadinha. Sai fora! Ah.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Probabilidade de novo. Essa arma aqui é rápida. Errei, calma. Opa, errei. Calma. Calma. Última bala. Errei. Também é mais rápido. Assim.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Kill him already!
Fora in the hole. Caramba. Falei. Fala que tem uma pepita coberta aqui, ó. Um suspiro. Pra cá. Toma. Caramba, mano. Vai pulsar agora. Olha isso aí, tio. Tem os dois? Caraca, que sorte.
Oh, you are shit out of luck.
Mais alguém? Puta, aguenta dinamite.
Blink him! Waste your bullets! Go ahead!
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Escala? Pô, você é um cowboy, mano. Você monta cavalo, você não sei escalar um bagulhozinho desse.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Isso de bala? Certo, né?
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Tomou uma dose antes de tomar um chumbo. Curly Bill.
Saying they ran. Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil! Ah! You working quiet, Herb?
Tem nego atrás.
That sumbitch Herb send you to kill me?
Obviamente não seria só ele.
Gonna kill you like I killed Booker!
Pegou ele? Sai fora. Desviar pro lado errado, mano. Dynamite. Acertou ele? Não acertou ele, né? Vê a vida dele.
I wanna see you dead!
Morrer. Maluquinho chato, cadê tu? Morre!
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sou muito ruim nisso.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
Aprendendo, tô aprendendo.
Nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
As habilidades. Relacionamento, capacidade de Peguei essa arma. Agora a sentinela do caos.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Bom, galera, antes da gente continuar, eu vou encerrar esse vídeo. Antes da gente continuar no próximo vídeo, né? Mas é isso, espero que tenha curtido aí a série, o vídeo e o canal, beleza? Deixe sua inscrição, curta, compartilhe e sigam também nas outras redes sociais, beleza? E é isso aí, a gente se vê no próximo vídeo, valeu!